This is part 2 of the tutorial for Rookery by Ben Howard. We covered the first 2 parts in the last video, the first 2 verses. This video will be the last 2 verses, the 3rd verse and the 4th verse. The 3rd verse is kind of more of a chorus, and then the 4th verse is basically the same as the 2nd verse. So here's what those look like. Again, the same shapes, like we ended in the last video, playing this shape 8 times. And that shape is the 3 fingers on the low string and pointer finger on the 4th string. Picking pattern again is 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2. So after you play that 8 times, you go to 4 and 5, play that twice. Then you go to 5 and 7 and play that twice. Then you go to 9 and 10 and play that twice. After that, you're going to slide down to this shape, which is 9, 10, and 7. Play that 4 times. Then you go back to 5 and 7. Play it once. 4 and 5, play it once. 2 and 3. And you play that 4 times. So again, what that looks like from the end of the last video after you play this 8 times. That's kind of the verse, that's verse 3, which is kind of the chorus. After you get done playing this 4 times, you go back to essentially what verse 2 was, which is this. So in verse 2, you played that part twice, and on the second one, you started this shape. And in verse 4, you're going to do that one twice, instead of one of each. So what it looks like at the beginning of verse 4 is... first half of verse 4. The second half of verse 4, you go back to the same ending that you do in verse 1 and 2, which is 5 and 7, 4 and 5, 9 and 10, 2 and 3, 5 and 7, 5 and 4, and on 9, 10. One more time. So the second half of this song is a little bit easier than the first half, just because you've kind of got your baseline of progressions. So looking at verses 3 and 4 again, I'll start back from the beginning, where we ended on this shape, playing it 8 times.